So finally, after an year of waiting, Samsung is just about to release their new set of flagship devices, the S23 lineup. And the date Samsung will be releasing their new S23 lineup will be 1 February worldwide. There will be three devices in this launch. Firstly, the Samsung S23, second, the Samsung S23 Plus, and third, the Samsung S23 Ultra. All three devices, as compared to their last generation, will have some minor changes and some little improvements. So firstly, let's talk about the smaller size S23. So Samsung has kept the same smaller size in the S23 as compared to its last generation, the S22. So the S23 comes with a new processor, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 worldwide. It's happy to see that Samsung finally killed Exynos in their Samsung S23 lineup. Also, the battery size of S23 is a little larger than the S22. So there's a new design Samsung applied to their new S23 and S23 Plus. So the design has been changed for the S23 and the S23 Plus. Although the camera setup is same, the camera bump have been changed in both the models. Previously, all three cameras have the same camera bump, but now every single camera have a separate camera bump, similar to the S22 Ultra. Rest, the display and the camera are quite as common as the S22 lineup. The build material on the S23 and S23 Plus and the S23 Ultra are almost same as the last generation. It's weird to see that Samsung have increased the bezel size of the base S23 a little much, but in real life it won't be as noticeable because it's just increased by few millimeters. Now let's talk about the most awaited Samsung phone, the S23 Ultra. So the design language has been kept the same as the S22 Ultra except the side frames. Basically, Samsung just increased the width of the side frame and reduced the curves of the back glass and the front screen. So according to Samsung, this will make the S23 Ultra more durable and more sturdy. Now let's talk about what Samsung have changed in the S23 Ultra. So the main camera have been changed to 200 megapixel instead of 108, which was used in S22 Ultra. I think that it is a bad idea to use higher megapixel cameras, and instead they could use the Sony's new 1-inch sensor, which has been really great. But on paper, this 200 megapixel camera looks fantastic. So another change in the S23 Ultra is its chipset. It's provided by Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is the most powerful Qualcomm processor. It's based on 4nm technology and it's very power efficient. And the thermals are very much improved from the last generation 8 Gen 1, and the device won't heat too much, although it will be tested that it heats or not after its launch. So finally, let's talk about the display of S23 Ultra. Believe me, it's amazing, and Samsung is known for its display quality. So Samsung calls their display Dynamic AMOLED. It's a 2K display with 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus certified, and peak brightness of 1750 nits. The screen size of S23 Ultra is 6.8 inches and can be considered as very huge display. It's also come with the protection of Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, which is the latest glass provided by Corning. The aspects of this display are very amazing and it feels very huge in your hands. It also comes with an built-in S Pen so that you can write some notes or draw something important. The curves in the S23 Ultra are slightly less curved than the S22 Ultra, but you won't feel it while seeing from front. So the display is nearly same as the S22 Ultra with some minor changes, like a little less curved screen and a higher brightness screen panel. So the battery capacity of the S23 Ultra is kept the same, being 5000 mAh battery, and the maximum charging speed is 45 watts, which in my opinion could be better. At least 65 watt or an 100 watt charger could be good. Seeing the competition, Apple gives 25 watt charger and OnePlus gives 100 watt. And let's not forget about Xiaomi, who provides 210 watt charging in the mid-range segment. The S23 Plus comes with a 4700 mAh battery with 45 watts charging speed supported, and the S23 comes with a 3900 mAh battery, and even worse, comes with a 25 watt charging. Imagine buying a 70,000 rupees flagship phone and it's only support 25 watts charging. Feels like a deal breaker, isn't it? I also felt the same. But I prefer good battery backup instead of faster charging. And even in my phone, being a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE gives a very good battery backup, which is being still required by 15-watt charging. So let's come to the most exciting part of the S23 series, its software. Samsung One UI is considered one of the best UI you can get on an Android smartphone. Samsung promises to provide 4 years of software update and 5 years of security update to the S23 series. A good hardware combined with the good software creates a perfect smartphone, which in my sense could be S23 Ultra. So the S23 series will be launched with Android 13 out of the box. And because this series receives a 4 year of software update, this smartphone series could get up to Android 17. So let's come to the conclusion part. This year Samsung have not upgraded much in their S23 series and yet choose to keep it simple, minimalistic and classic. They should have upgraded the charging speed on all three devices. The display of S23 and S23 Plus should have been a 2K instead of a 1080p display. Personally, I do not like the S23 series because it does not have much upgrade from S22 series. In my opinion, if someone budget is too low, they should get the S22 Ultra instead of the S23 Ultra because it's still the same spec, same hardware, same software, but for a lesser price. However, there are some little changes in the S23 series. I am also eagerly waiting for the S24 series because Samsung will definitely improve many things in that series. It's expected that Samsung will finally upgrade their charging speeds in their S24 series, and also there will be some camera improvement also. So what do we expect from pricing? The pricing should be almost same to the last S22 series. There are rumors that price could be increased in some areas and could be the same in others. So that is it for today guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and please subscribe to the channel.